So this is the Lich. Man, what's up with that ending, man? What's up with that ending? You know, as it got to this ending, I was saying to myself, and stop there! And it stops just at the point where I'm like, yes, that's... They know just what ended.
Story.
Billy, once again voiced by Lou Ferrigno, is concerned because Finn had this dream. This dream that...
Cosmic Owl.
Yeah, they had the Cosmic Owl in it. Was actually... a lot of the imagery in this one was legitimate nightmarish. And not just like, oh, look, scary imagery. It's like just the sort of feeling and pacing and where they're placed and everything. I mean, it seemed genuinely like kind of like a fever dream. Which I liked. There's like one part where you see one frame of something, I didn't catch what it was, and you see the Lich's face for like 2 seconds or something. Yeah, you know the one frame I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So Finn goes and tells Billy. Billy says it's important that we get all the jewels that, like, I guess every crown in the world has, pretty much. And we put it in the book, I always forget the name of it, what's it called?
Enchiridion.
The Enchiridion. And that's going to open up a portal that can, connect to any different kind of universe. Billy says he's going to put the Lich in there. Clue number one, man. Clue number one. It says, I'm going to throw the Lich in there. It's just like, no. At first I thought they were in cahoots. I thought that's what was going on. But turns out the Lich actually is Billy. Or Billy is the Lich. Something like that.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit column A, a little bit column Billy. And so it gets the last jewel, which is Bubblegum's jewel. She's doing some fucked up experiment.
Yeah, seriously. I'm the crazy person. I'm the cunt. I don't go running around cutting people's legs off. Sorry. What the hell?
They didn't seem to mind. They just started smiling. They were like, whatever.
Maybe they're just used to it by now.
That was really great. I laughed hard at that.
Horrible.
It's funny enough. It's funny enough just seeing her with, the pad and just watching this weird scenario already that's really quiet, then just puts them right back. So that was really funny. I'm
offended for candy people.
So Finn comes in, gets the jewel from her after she accidentally cuts him with the scissors, and he is just feeling very bitter towards her again, it seems like. And turns out Billy is the Lich, and Finn thinks if he destroys the book, that'll do exactly that, destroy the book. It doesn't, it creates the giant parallel universe upper, and Finn and Jake get dragged in along with the Lich, and it ends with sort of a different drawing of Finn in this more earthly-looking realm, except he has a robotic arm. Jake doesn't seem to be talking, and he lives on a farm.
It's this arm.
Yeah, this arm. Apologies.
Yeah.
Weirdo. And he has a mother, at least, and she called him inside. And
Who's wearing pink, by the way.
Ooh. How Freudian. And yes, it just stops there. So I remember when we were watching, I was just like, and stop, and stop, and it stops. I'm like, yes, that's perfect place to end it.
And this is the season finale.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Really?
Yes, this is.
Oh my god.
I was making sure that this one was the season finale.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, that's good planning, guys. At Adventure Time. I mean, that is a perfect place to leave off. Like I said, the whole thing kind of felt just uncomfortable, but in a good way. Like, you're sort of watching it, like, I mean, even sort of the interaction with Peebles was just kind of uncomfortable, the way they're looking at each other. There's just, like, this underlying kind of anger and hate throughout most of it, and maybe that's just what they're trying to get across with the Lich being around, or that he's impersonating him or something, but
Jake hissed at her.
Yeah, no, Finn did.
That was Finn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Finn
hissed at her.
Yeah, hissed at her.
And yeah, I really associate this one more than any of the others, which is saying a lot, just sort of like this really uncomfortable dream. Like, even when Jake is like, and zoom in, and it keeps zooming in on him over and over, and the music kind of builds, he's like, stop, man. It's like, I don't know, I've had really uncomfortable dreams like that before, where something just keeps repeating, it's like, just stop. And yeah, I just got this really like this bad vibe, but it's intentional, I think.
Yeah.
And they made the Lich look nice and scary, especially when it's the half Billy, half Lich face. Actually, I'm watching this, and I'm always impressed that within 11 minutes they can create this very big, sort of, especially for a season finale, in 11 minutes to do that and leave on such a good cliffhanger. It's really good. And I also like the fact that they clearly show Finn has a robotic arm, because otherwise it'd just be like, oh, they're in our world.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else there. It looks like our world, but the robotic arm still shows, wait, something's up. This isn't just reality or whatever.
There's one episode, I don't remember the episode, but there was an episode with mirrors, and
was
Finn
that
looks
the
in the
Lumpy
mirror.
Space Princess one?
No.
King Worm.
That's it.
Where the entire thing was a
dream.
Remember? To the King Worm, and he looked in the mirror.
And he saw himself, but he had that robotic arm in this one.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
He had the robotic arm in the mirror.
Come into...
Really? The fact that it's the right arm?
Possibly, because it was the right arm in the mirror. It's the right arm here.
Yeah.
It's the exact same image that was in the mirror.
Yeah.
And didn't you say that mirrors are a gateway to, like you said, in a dream you can't see in a mirror because of some... Or it was someone in the comments that said dreams are a gateway to the future.
Which would... That was definitely someone in the comments.
Which would make perfect sense, seeing as this is the future.
Well, even before that, they said he has, like, premonition dreams, or at least he always thinks they're premonition dreams. Jake had, apparently, a premonition dream.
Because the Cosmic Owl.
Yeah, the Cosmic Owl. Okay, so the Cosmic Owl is always in a dream where it's like, hey, take notice. This is important crap. Okay.
Yep, that's why, it's a croak dream, I'm supposed to die, I'm gonna die. Fine with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Cosmic Owl said so, okay.
So I really... That's like the one element where you can't just be like, oh, they're in reality, because it's, it'd still be interesting in what's going to happen, but you're like, oh, parallel universe and we're the other universe, whatever. But by having the robotic arm, it's just all the more, wait, what is that? Well, what's going on with that? I really enjoyed it. I liked sort of this uncomfortable feeling throughout the whole thing, and I liked the imagery, and I thought it came across really good. Joy.
This was really neat, and I agree with you completely. There was just something off about the whole episode, not in a bad way, but in once you started talking about it, it hit me. Yeah, it's almost like the Lich's presence is causing this little bit, it's kind of leaking into everybody. Why? Like, Finn hissing at bubblegum is unreal. It's just unreal. It's almost... And actually, even the idea of them... I mean, they asked, why should we steal it? Shouldn't we just ask? And he's like, no, we gotta hurry up with this. We gotta save the world. They just seemed so ready to go ahead and just steal from everybody. It was this weird energy, I guess.
Well, even when he said, are you ready to help me on a journey where, we're going to save the entire cosmos or something like that, I mean, Finn doesn't even go, I was thinking like, okay, and find your sponsor, heck yeah, or math, or something like that. It's just like, yes.
Yeah.
And like nothing else, I'm like, that wasn't even like, I mean, I guess it's so strange, it's kind of funny, but it's definitely not ha-ha-ha funny. I was just sort of like, well, that's a little odd. Yeah. And everything in here, I think you hit on the nail there. There's every time I even think of the Lich episodes, it's strange because I don't see him as like a traditional like, yeah, that guy's gonna haunt my dreams or everything. But yeah, there's always something just genuinely uncomfortable with those episodes. And even when it's just the little snail, it's just sort of like, yeah, I don't know. Like the one where the bear brings him the book, and he's like, excellent. I mean, that's just the little dun-dun-dun clincher, but it's like, I genuinely don't feel good. It's hard to say, and I know so little about the character. I mean, I remember he has a cool design, but I don't remember too much else. I just remember sort of this weird feeling, in every episode that he's in. So I guess, and maybe that is the intention.
Yeah, the only other thing is that it just makes me question so many goddamn things. It's not even funny. Like, are we now going to see, like, an episode or so of, like, the new or the Otherworld Finn and Jake dynamic? Are we gonna, or is that them when they switched over, they became that? I mean, it's like so many different possibilities branching out, and I can't decide and I can't choose. I just really want to watch the next one because no, because did they become these, or is there going to be our Jake and then that Jake? Are
Yeah,
they
that's what I
going
was
to come
wondering,
together?
too.
What about? I mean, it's just and how are they going to get back?
And-
how are they going to get back?
On top of that, I'm playing Bioshock Infinite right now.
Oh, God.
And just that's a very interesting game to play. Like I think we're in like the last third of the game. That's an interesting game to play for this episode to suddenly come up. You know, I was just like, wow, like I'm very much playing a game very similar to this right now. So yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of fun stuff. Like I said, I really think that robotic arm is the big. Like, for me, that's the clincher. Like, that's the, you gotta come back and see what the hell's going on. Because outside that, like you said, it could just be another reality or a real world or something like that. But that is like that's intriguing. That is, okay, what is going on with that? So, Jason.
This is the one that made my jaw hit the floor.
The one with the ending, or?
No. For me, I took it a very different way, I guess. When he asked, when Billy goes to Jake, you know, or to Finn, you ready to save the world with me? I think his response was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're asking me to do this with my hero of all time. It was just kind of one of those, yes, whatever you want, yes. Remember, Billy is the one
Yeah,
that
he's
Finn
like
and
the
Jake
big-
aspire to be.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes
without
sense.
question. And that's kind of how I took that response. Yeah, it was bizarre, it was strange. Oh, shouldn't we ask? Well, you know, we don't have time. Oh, okay. You know, yeah, that was a bit weird. For me, what made me hit my jaw hit the floor personally was when that shot hit Billy, and it was revealed that he was the Lich. That just, think about it from Finn's perspective. The Lich killed Billy, skinned him, and is wearing his skin.
Is that
Yeah.
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 what we're taking? Is that what you're supposed to take out of that?
How else is it
Yeah.
supposed to be?
Well, I don't know. It's magic. He can just
It's
magic
magic.
himself to look like Billy. I don't know.
But he didn't take it off. And when he got shot, why would part of it just peel away?
I don't know. Magic skin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was definitely a disturbing image, like when it was when
For
it
me,
happened and
it
everything.
was. He was, this entire time, he's been wearing the skin.
But was he also the snail or whatever? Or?
Remember the dream? The snail is reading from the Enchiridion, and you see in the shadow,
Mumbling, yeah.
it turns into the
Oh,
Lich.
that's right. Okay, and then he takes. Now, okay, that does make more sense now. Okay.
So, this entire time that Finn has been on this adventure, an adventure he's been dying to do since we first found out about Billy. Remember when they're riding on Jake? Finn takes off his hat.
Yeah,
and
so he
he's-
could look like Billy.
He's
with
got
the...
such a smile. This is the thing he's been dying to do for his entire life, pretty much. And in that 1 second where that shot hits, and the smoke clears, and you see part Billy and part the Lich, and you see Finn's face of, oh my god, I have been on the adventure of my life with my ultimate enemy. Just imagine how scarring that would be to a kid.
Well, and especially the fact that, like you said, he just wasn't questioning anything. It's like he was blindly going along
Yep.
with it. You know, even against his better judgment. Even like when I think Bubblegum says that was an accident or something. I mean, most any other time he'd be like, you know, oh hey, it's cool, but come on, I really gotta help Billy. I gotta blah blah.
Yeah.
No, he like hisses at her. He
Yeah.
was like so consumed by doing something with his hero that he was turning against his better judgment and people that he knows are good people.
Yeah.
You know, aside from cutting off their legs, you know.
Well-
but yeah, they didn't seem to mind. I mean, so, but
For me,
I mind.
For me, it was the whole. I mean, I kind of knew something was kind of funky going on, but that revealed that the Lich had been wearing Billy's skin the entire time. And just, I'm picturing in my head, you know, as a kid, I grew up watching Robotech. My favorite character was Maximilian Sterling, and I would just, like, what? Seriously, I was just picturing in my head, if Max showed up and said, hey, let's go up into Veritech, we're gonna go do this, and we're gonna help and save everyone, I wouldn't question, I'd be like, yes. And then to find out that in the end he's actually, like, the mortal enemy, it's like, think about how much that would just screw with a kid.
Like I said, especially with him hurting others and stealing.
Exactly.
And just,
That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't... Yeah, it had the weird undertones, but I think that was also done with the music. The music was very well done. It was very loud, very small.
It's beautiful.
The comedic moments were small.
Yeah, I was gonna say the last, like, maybe 3 minutes, I was like, was there even a laugh? I don't think there was.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
You didn't mention Embryo Princess.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was pretty
Who
funny.
was wearing a crown almost like bubblegums, and I'm like, is bubblegum pregnant?
With Lumpy Space Princess, how all of them come up,
Yeah,
go
that
into the
one
book,
doesn't
and that
go
one just
in.
kind of goes, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, that one I was kind of wondering, like, is that gonna come into play later, or is that just a joke, you know? Just like, nope, she has no part in anything.
And then I really liked the art style for when the Enchiridion got the last gem closed.
The way the sword
cuts
came
and-
around, opened it, that was fun.
Like, there's
Really
so
cool.
The
much...
bird flew off,
Yeah.
I mean, that was great.
I mean, huge fan of horror movies, and this is just one of those that kind of, as an adult, seeing this from a kid's perspective and a kid watching it, I can see this messing with someone. Messing with a kid, messing with their mind and everything. And the first time I saw this, I actually watched it at night with all the lights out, like I just had it going, and I was like... And, you know, maybe that's what helped feed it, was the environment I was in, but it was one of those where I'm like, that's gonna fuck with some kids. Like, I can see that.
I can totally see that.
How many kids shows have something like that? Yes, they'll have a villain die, very rarely, but, you know, they'll have, like, a hero die, sorry. But to wear that person's skin, that's the thing that I was like, how can they do this? There's no blood, yes, but that's exactly what's going on here.
Well, and it didn't even dawn on me, honestly, watching it, because all the dreams have always been premonitions. It didn't even dawn on me that's what was currently going on. Yeah, when you brought that up, so didn't you see he was reading the book? I was like, oh, like, and then I suddenly had to go back, like, what was happening? Yeah, that's right, he grows big, and then he takes the Lich and say, it's like, yeah, that's right, I really, and the bear, and all, it's like, I suddenly had to really think, oh, that's like what actually happened, for the most part. I mean, Finn obviously wasn't looking at the computer.
Well, yeah.
That we know of. Maybe somehow it's a twist in the next episode. Yeah, no, it's, you know, and for a show, I like shows like this that can really bring something really bright, very colorful, upbeat, energetic, but because of that, it's also earned its right to be ungodly dark when it wants to be, but within reason. You know, it's not like, you know, oh hey, we have to have a dark one at some point, or half of them are light, the other half have to be dark. It's not like there's a quota. It's, hey, if this just seems to match what the characters are going through, and this seems to be just where the story takes it, it's allowed to be taken there.
Yeah.
You know, it's earned its right to be that dark. And I guess, I don't know, it's like, you know me, I'm fine with dark stuff in movies and shows and stuff, but there is sort of this sense, I guess now and like maybe a few years ago and stuff, but where, like, you know, hey, because it was dark, it was good, and it was risky, and it was smart, and it's like, I just don't buy that. Sometimes if it's just dark, but it's still dumb, and it's not built up very well, and it doesn't flow, it's still dumb, doesn't build up very well, doesn't flow. Okay, it's dark, but so what?
Just showing torture doesn't make it interesting.
Yeah.
Showing torture of a character you care about and done in a proper way, that's going to make it a good episode.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, like I said, I think these episodes, there's definitely stuff, because people are like, well, how can you be so pro, like, Return to Oz, and so anti, you know, like, some other kid's movie that's way too dark or mean-spirited or something like that, and it's always like, if the characters and the story are strong enough, and that's the direction it very naturally and flowingly takes it there, it works. If it's just dark, just mean, and it hasn't earned it, then it's just exactly that. It hasn't earned it.
I think that's
Adventure Time, I think, very much has earned it.
Oh yeah, no, I think you just said it right. There's dark and then there's mean. There is dark, like Return to Oz dark, where it's like you're watching, you're like, man, that's some messed up imagery, but it's not there to just. It's not. You don't see someone in the background getting their leg cut off for the sake of just having it there. It's messed up imagery, it's dark, it's kind of creepy here and there, but it fits the mood. When you see other kids' movies where it's just like, oh, we're going to have this in there in the background, just to show how messed up we are.
Yeah,
And
like, hey, we can be dark. That's always what it feels like. They want to show up that they can be dark and they can do dark stuff. And it's like,
That's
everybody...
a long time to do it.
Yeah, it's like everybody has in themselves the ability to be really dark, really messed up, really mean and stuff like that. You know, I think people always think, well, if I can show that I can be that, people think, like, I'm deeper, or that I'm being risque, you know, or shocking, like, hey, he's doing what we think they shouldn't, so they're the artist or the poet, and there's still work that has to go into it. Like I said, it has to very carefully be done, and I think these are very carefully done, and they are well paced, and they are very well put together, and like I said, I think they've built up to it, and it balances out very, very well.
Oh yeah, and you again hit the nail on the head. I keep forgetting these shows are 11 minutes long.
Yeah.
I get so drawn in when I watch that I don't realize that it's only been 11 minutes.
It feels complete.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of 11-minute shows, and these are so well written and so well done that it feels like a complete, like I've just watched an hour episode, or there's an hour's worth of content. Because I've seen shows that are an hour long, and I'm like, man, this is just dumb. There's so much useless things here. There's stuff here I don't need to, you're dragging this out. These feel like you've watched like a full hour episode because it has that much info, that has that much like going on. But you get done and you're like, holy crap, it's only been 11 minutes. That's awesome.
When we watched for the April Fools, when we did the My Little Pony episode.
Oh, yeah.
I remember saying, like, wow, this is really long. And I realized, no, it's not. I'm just so used to watching 11 minutes worth of material here. I'm like, oh, yeah, 24 minutes. That's what most shows are.
Yeah. But I think you're right. This show got it right. They're at 11 minutes. And they get everything in there in that 11 minutes.
Yeah, and there's very little time. There's no space to waste time. And which makes it even funnier when they do.
Yeah.
But the few times they are like, they'll just be singing a song, or they'll sort of say the opening when Jake is like, I had a dream that I was a teacher of the kid. I was back in kindergarten and my feet were big and I was the teacher. Let's go. And, and it's just great because you know how precious time is in these episodes. So for a line like that to get attention,
or like
it makes
them
even
pulling
funnier.
out LSPs, which in the end had no point whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like you could have just got that.
Forever to take it out too.
And
they're like, ew, gross.
So yeah, no, it's good. I can't wait to see what happens next. So let's go find out.
Let's do it.
They're not moving very fast.
I'm not moving anymore.
Why?
This is my couch.
I'm gonna go put it on as slowly
Oh my God, hurry
as
up.
possible.
God damn it.
They're too fast.
I can slow it down.
Slower. That's better.
Take a nap. When I wake up, it better be on. Oh.
He just fell over. Take his wallet.